Hey folks, this is Vincent Ottilie with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Power Grid. This game supports 2 to 6 players, it's for ages 13 and up, and the average play time is roughly 2 hours long. As such, we're not going to be showing you the entire game, so more than likely we'll do 1 or 2 rounds on camera, play some off camera, then get back to you toward the end of the game like always. With all of the recent Power Grid themed games we've been playing, I figured now might be a good time to show Idly what the original Power Grid game was like. I personally love this game. The first Sparks game ended up being a bust, but I did like Factory Managers. So, yeah, hopefully she likes this one too. In this game, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be buying these power plants from the market, powering those power plants with the different resources that are in the game. You've got coal in brown, you've got oil in black, you've got like trash, garbage in yellow, and like this uranium in red. And that is representative of the 4 different power plants that are in the game. There's your coal, there's your oil plants, there's your garbage, and then there's your uranium. But there also are a few green, like windmill, solar, clean energy that does not require any of these resources to function. So basically it's free power. They tend to be more expensive, but you know, if you're hurting for a certain kind of power, you may want to grab the green power plants so that you can produce energy at any point in time. The goal of this game is to build so many of your cities onto the board. The game ends when someone gets to 21 cities. The track for that is in the upper right-hand corner. The game will end when someone reaches 21 in a 2-player game. And the winner is the person that powers the most cities. So someone might end the game having 21 cities, but based on the power plants they have and the power they currently have, they may only be able to power, say, 15 of those 21 cities. So, you know, the challenge of this game is growing your grid while purchasing the power plants and the power types that you need to run them all. At the end of every round, we do get some money based on how many cities we power, so it's in our best interest to power our cities as much as possible. There's a lot of little rules, so what we're going to do is we're going to jump right into the game and we'll explain the phases as we go. I did type, this is like years ago, I typed up a guide slash, I don't know, it's just a quick reference. There's 3 steps in this game, sort of like rounds. Each round can be played several times, and there's 5 phases per step slash round. And I have that outlined here, so I'm going to be referring to this on a regular basis. So if you see me looking at something, that's what I'm looking at. The rule book, I feel, is almost just as confusing as that in Power Grid for Sparks, but I guess back then my mind was a bit sharper, so I was able to figure it out. Now that I'm older, not so much. So yeah, the number of regions that we play in, it's basically these different colored areas. The number of regions that we play in changes on the number of players. What regions did we decide on, hun? Was it brown, yellow, and red?
I believe so. Okay,
so those are the 3 that we're going to be using. In a 2-player game, I guess we're not going to use that one, and that one. So we're going to use these 3 here. And if you wanted to, you can block the other regions off with other tokens in the box. I'm not going to bother
with that. Or a marker. Do you have a marker?
No, we are not drawing on the board. Get out. Get out of my house. Not happening. Okay, so the first round of the game plays slightly different. 2 of the phases get swapped. Normally the first phase is determine player order and the second phase is auctioning power plants, but for the first turn of the game, those are flipped. So first, the first players were chosen randomly. So I'm first, she's second.
Okay.
So starting with me, I'm going to choose a power plant now to place up for auction. The minimum bid I can bid is the number in the upper left-hand corner. So I'm just going to look at this and go, alright, so what resource do I think I might want to make use of on a regular basis based on the market? In case you're wondering, all these different things down here, like I did show you that they were coal and oil, but the reason why there's like multiple boxes, there's a little yellow 1 here, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6. Basically, resources get more expensive as they go from left to right. This is on 14 and this is on 16. So these are really expensive resources to buy to power plants. So you're going to be looking at this grid going, okay, which resources are the cheapest right now? Maybe I might want to invest in those power plants. Or what power plants are my opponents currently investing in, so that I can go, maybe I don't want to fight for them. Like, because if you've got oil and I've got oil, we're going to be buying a lot of oil and it's going to get really expensive real quick. So part of this game is looking at your opponent's stuff going, okay, what power are they using? Maybe I might want to use something else that might be cheaper, or maybe even get something slightly more expensive so I'm not fighting them for resources. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and choose this one, and I'm going to do a starting bid of 4. So now Idly has the option to outbid me by saying 5, 6, whatever she wants to bid on that. So do you want that? That's a coal power plant there. It takes 2 coal to power one house.
I don't want it.
You don't want it. Okay. And this is what it looks like. The number in the upper left is like sort of like the tech, but it's also the cost, the minimum bid. And this is the resource here. The colors in the background match. So brown, brown. And I need 2 to power 1 house. An amount of resources a power plant can store is based on double the amount needed to power. So this card can hold 4 resources. So I'm going to spend 4 because I bid 4 to start. In a 2-player game, each player can have a total of 4 power plants. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 5 to the bank, get 1 and change. And now we draw a new card, 13. Okay, so the top row is the current market, bottom row is the future market. So only the top 4 are available for purchase. This is an example of one of those green ones I was talking about. This is wind power. It doesn't need any of these down here. It powers 1 house automatically. Costs 13 to get though.
Yes.
So at the moment it's the most expensive. So you can choose basically one of these for the minimum bid. So you can pay 3, 5, 6, or 7 to get one of those power plants. And it's whatever one you prefer.
Can I get a 7?
You can get a 7. You need 3 oil to power it. And that can power up to 2 locations, 2 cities. So you would pay the bank. Okay, so that's a 10, so you get 3 and change. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
And I need oil for it?
You need oil, yep.
Because oil is black, what I call it boil.
I don't understand.
Black oil.
Oh, go away. Get out of my house. Just go.
Wait. If coal is
no, wrong. You're wrong.
Crown?
No. Go away. Go away.
Uranium.
I'm out.
Yarbage.
This is Vince and Idly. Thanks for watching.
Sorry. Okay.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so you got your... So a new power plant came out, and you always reorder them. You always reorder them based on the number in the upper left. So it goes in numeric order, 3, 5, 6, 8, top row, 9, 10, 13, 23 on the bottom row there. So now that we got the power plant, again, the first and second phase swap for the first turn. So now we're on determined player order. And we've got the same number of houses, so whoever has the higher number goes first. So you've got a 7, okay. So these are going to be flopped. You're first, I'm second now.
Flipped or flopped?
Flipped, flopped, whatever you want to say, I don't care. Alright, so now we're on to phase 3, buying resources. The last player on the track goes first, going in reverse order. So I'm going to buy, alright, I guess I can buy 1, 2, this would be 3, because these all cost 1, based on they're on the 1 space, but now that I'm getting into this is going to start costing 2. So 1, 2, 3, 5. So I'm going to spend 5 money to put 4 coal
crowns
onto this card. Why are you confusing people?
I'm just kidding, coal.
So
brown coal.
Again, the amount you can store on the card is equal to double needed to produce. So it needs 2 to produce, so I can hold a total of 4 here.
Interesting.
So that's my max. Alright, and now you can buy power that you might need. So you can have a total of 6 on your card. It takes 3 oil to produce 2, or to power 2 cities.
Do I have to buy those 2 coal?
No. You're gonna if you buy oil, it starts at 3. So you would need at least 6. You'd need 9 money to power it for 1 turn. If you want to store 6, that would be another. That'd be 12 here. 4, 4, 4 is 12. So 9 and 12 is 21 if you wanted to buy 6 oil at the moment.
6 oil. But I would need 3 to power 2.
3, right. You would use 3 of it this round if you wanted to, and then 3 the following round.
So wait, to get all 6 coal, it would be 7?
It'd be 21.
Why?
Because this is 3, right?
Yeah.
So 3, 6, 9, and then plus 4 is 13, 17, 21. If you wanted your max storage. Okay, so there's your 21. Alright, so you're going after the oil, and I'm going after the coal at the moment. So here's your...
I'm just playing it by ear.
No, that's what you do in this game. You play it by ear to see who's getting what power plants and how the market ends up coming. You know what I mean? Because the market will change based on who gets what power plants. Okay, so now that we've bought our resources, we move on to building. The last player on the track goes first. The first one that you place can go anywhere except for a region, which is a color, of someone else's location. So if I build here for my first turn, she could not build here for her first turn. She'd have to build in one of these 2 other regions. And the cost of building is going to be equal to 10, 15, or 20. I know it's kind of hard to see because it's sort of zoomed out. I'm going to zoom in real quick and then we'll zoom back out. So Kansas City there has, where am I at? Here. So there's a 10, 15, and 20. If you're the first person there, you spend 10. If you're the second person there, you get 15, or you spend 15, and then if you're the third person there, you spend 20. If you're going from like Kansas City to Omaha, let's say I already had something here, and I want to extend my network to, even though I couldn't because it's purple. But if I were to go from Kansas City to Omaha, I'd have to spend, yep, we got it. I'd have to go, it'd have to be 5 for this and then 10 for this, so a total of 15. You'd pay the pipe cost and then the 10...
City cost.
Yeah, if I was the first one there.
Interesting.
During the first step, you cannot encroach on someone else's city. You cannot be the second one there or the third one there and so on. In step 2, which comes later when we get to around 10 or 11, I have to look it up. But when we get to around 10 or 11 houses or cities, whatever they're called, that's when we can start encroaching on other people's locations by paying more. We can do 15 to be the second person there. During step 3, that's when we can be the third one there and pay 20. So during the first step, round, whatever you want to call it, you cannot be where someone else is.
So cities that don't have a pipe cost only pay for the city cost, right? Right,
but all of them have a pipe cost.
Well, except for this one, right?
That's because they're not connected. I don't think you can. Oh yeah, you're right. Maybe Philadelphia and New York don't have a pipe cost.
There's another one over there that I saw too.
Okay, it's possible. I haven't played this game in years.
Yeah, right here. See, Denver and
Cheyenne.
Sorry.
No, that makes sense. All right. Well, for the first one though, you can put it anywhere. I'm gonna put it in. I'm gonna go. I think Cincinnati. And I'm gonna pay 10 to do that. All right, and I think. And I could extend from there if I wanted to. Like I could go into Detroit. I could go down to Wyoming. I could pay 16 to do that. I have enough power to power both, so I could do that.
We'll go to.
Yeah, but I'm still thinking. Do I want to extend or not?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You know, I think I'll keep it at Cincinnati for now, and then I'll expand later. So now you can. Now it's your turn. You can place one somewhere other than red, or you can place it in red or brown.
Yeah.
Other than yellow.
It's good that you were the first player. You got the center. Good.
Sure.
Good stuff. Dallas.
Dallas. Okay.
Actually, I am a high roller. No.
Okay. So you're in Dallas, and you pay 10 for that
10.
to put something there.
There you go.
There you go. All right, and you gonna expand from there, or you? To expand, you would need, if you go this way, it's 3 plus 10 is 13. 5 is 15. 12 here is kind of expensive. It's 12 plus 10 is 22.
Nah, I think I'm okay because I don't even have enough money for the cheapest.
No, I understand. All right, so we're good there. Next, we move on to Bureaucracy. First player on the track goes first. You trade in resources on the power plants for money. So you have one house that you can power. Well, here's the thing, though. You have the ability to power 2 houses. Mm-hmm. So you could spend 3 oil to power 2 houses, but you only have 1. Yeah. So you'd be spending more oil than you need. You know what I mean?
Can I only spend 3 and then store the rest of it?
Well, yeah, but by default, your 3 oil powers 2 houses. You only have 1 there. Oh. So in order to make the most of the oil that you're spending, you'd want another house. You know what I mean? Yeah. So do you want to? Can you expand using 13?
Can I start here then?
Yeah, go ahead and start. Sorry. No, it's alright. Start somewhere cheaper and expand that way if you can.
And I spent the 10 to
right. That's fine. Here. Again, this is a learning game, so that's fine.
So can I expand over here?
To Philadelphia? Yeah, I don't see any cost, no pipe there. So go ahead and expand.
For another 10?
Yeah, for another 10. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have $2 left.
$2. Wow. Well, you'll be making some money.
All right, so now I waste all my. Or use, I should say.
No, not all of them.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because 3 oil powers 2. So you just need 3 oil for that. So these go back into the supply, not the market. Mm-hmm. And then you would get the money on your little chart here.
33?
Right, so here it is here. If you power 2 houses, you get 33 money. So you would get 33 from the bank. So here's 1, 2, 3.
How much should I start off with? 50?
50, I think 50.
Oh man, what a loss.
Nah, well, you're investing. We'll go with that. Because you spent a lot of money on oil. Yeah. And you have enough oil for the next round. In the next round, in theory, you don't have to expand or buy anything, and you could just cash in on that again.
I could.
It's up to you.
I could.
I've got 2 coal, and that powers 1. So I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of 2 coal. Nice. Power that lone 1 there, and that gets me 22.
Wow. So you made a profit.
Did I?
You did. I think I'm playing wrong, but that's okay.
Well, no, trust me.
It's fine.
There's a lot more to the game to come, I'm just saying. Alright, so now we replenish resources on the board. Most expensive to the least expensive. So I have to look at this chart here. And if I can get it off the bottom of the pile, that would be awesome. There we go. So in a 2-player game, we're in step 1. So we're going to replace 3 coal, 2 oil, 1 garbage, and 1 uranium. So I need to get 3 coal from here, which I don't have. So that just, you fill it as much as possible. 2 oil. And 1 garbage. And 1 uranium. So now the cheapest uranium is now 12 instead of 14.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And after that, we adjust the market. Place the highest power plant in the future market. Yeah, so we would place the highest power plant in the future market at the bottom of the deck.
Bottom of the deck, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And draw a new one to replace.
Oh my gosh, it's actually on the bottom of the deck.
It has to be on the bottom of the deck because the step 3 card to get to the round 3 is in there, so it has to be. Okay. That is, I will put stuff on the bottom of. And for those of you that know me, she complains every time we play a game that I do not put cards directly on the bottom of the deck.
It's been under the table and everything.
Sometimes it'll be on the second to last because I can't get the last card up on the bottom. In this case, I have to. Okay. So you don't have to worry about that this game.
Should play this game more often.
Thank you,
Alright, next phase.
Alright, so now we're on phase 1 again. Right. Now we determine player order based on where we're at. You've got 2, I've got 1, so we stay like that. Phase 2 is auction power plants. So now you can This goes with first player, so that's you. So now you can choose one of these 4 and create a starting bid.
I will.
There, for those of you at home, we've got oil. We've got a combination of oil and coal, so you can use either or. The third one over is garbage, and the fourth one is 3 coal. So that's a combination of coal and oil that you just got.
I'll bid 5.
5 on that one. Okay. I will. Do I need that? Do I want that? I'll go 6.
6.
So you can either outdo me or let me have it for 6.
Man. You can have it for 6.
6. All right. I'll take it. And here's 10. And I'll take a 5, and I have to pay the bank 1. There we go. Because money. All right, so now basically you can, well, let me flip.
Sorry.
That's fine, 26. So that 9 comes up. And now you can
Oh my gosh.
basically take any of these top 4 for the minimum, because there's no competition. So you can take the one for 3, 6, 8, or 9.
I'll do an 8.
An 8, okay. So you have to pay 8.
Yep.
All right, 46. Holy cow. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
46. Yeah, that one's kind of out of my price range at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
And what did you get? 10?
2 back.
2 back. 1, 2.
This is cost 8.
All right. So we did that. Next is the buying resources phase. So the last player on the track goes first. So I have the option to buy some resources. I think I'm going to go with the coal again because it's the cheapest. So I could do 2 for this card, and that would max it out. And then I can hold 4 here.
Nice.
So I might do 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to spend 13. 2 and change. And collect these. So 4 goes here, 2 goes here. And I'm maxed out on my cards right now. All right, and now you get to buy stuff from the market. You've got a combination of coal and oil there. One has 3 coal for 2 houses and 3 oil for 2 houses. So whatever's...
I'll do the first one, so that's 3 already.
3.
And then 2.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. There we go. I saw that coming.
Oh, God, excuse me, sorry. And then the next 2, which is 8, right?
Right, so 8 plus 3 is 11.
11. And then that's for this. And I think...
You've got enough power there to power your 2 houses for 2 turns.
Yeah.
Including this one.
No, for 1 turn.
Well, no, because this round you could give 3 up to power those 2, and then in the next round you could give up those 3 to power those same 2, unless you expand and add more to your grid.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So you're paying the 11.
Yeah, here's the 11.
Is there anything else that you want to buy, or are you good?
I think I'm... Oh, I want to store so bad.
You could. There's 1 for 4, there's 2 oil for 4.
I don't know. I probably should wait, because...
Well, the market will refill at the end of this round.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just chill out.
Okay.
I'll chillax.
It's up to you. So now that we've bought resources, we move on to building. The last player goes first. I'm going to go ahead and start expanding, I think. I'm going to expand south to Knoxville.
Oh my gosh, Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville. All right, so that would be 6 plus 10 is 16. So I'm going to spend 10, 20. I get 4 and change. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, I can only power 2 houses right now. This powers 1, this powers 1. So getting more than 2, I could, but I wouldn't be able to power that third one. So this goes up by 1 now that I've built 2. And I think I'm going to stop there. And now you can expand your network if you so wish to.
I don't want to expand.
Okay, that's fine. So from there, we do bureaucracy. First player on the track goes first, which is you. You can turn in resources to power your network, your houses. So yeah, if you're going to turn in 3 coal, that powers 2. So your 2 houses there get money.
33.
33? Okay, so you get 33 bucks. 2, 3,
I guess.
1, 2. I don't know what it is. I mean, this game is so much easier than First Sparks. I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. Maybe.
I think the rules are like super lopsided, I think.
Yeah. Maybe
it's hard. It's hard.
If I'm one of those weird. If something is not explained to me in a certain way, or if I can't wrap my head around the big picture, then I can't usually get it.
Yeah.
So it could be that maybe First Sparks really is easier and more accessible to some people, but to me, I didn't understand it. But anyway, getting back to this, so you got your 33. I'm going to go ahead and spend so 2 and 2. That's 1 house, 1 house. So I get the same amount as you. I get 33.
Can you double it? Like, can you
spend more?
Yeah, like
no.
You can't. Okay, so you can't really power up 4 houses at the same time because you can't do like 2 houses.
I can't spend the same power plant twice. Okay. I can't tap it twice. Even though I've got storage for it, I can't tap it twice.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Replenish resources per the chart, and it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay. So there's 3 coal. 2 oil. 1 and 1. So got 1 there and 1 there. All right. And now we upgrade the market. We get rid of the one that's highest. Nails, please.
You're breaking your own card.
I know. I can't help it. All right, so 40. Well, that just goes fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you might have to get that next time.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just slide it off the table. All right, so now we're back to phase 1, determining player order. We're tied. Whoever has the highest tech card, which is you, you've got an 8, I've got a 4 and a 5.
Oh, okay.
So we remain where we are on that track. And now that we're roughly half an hour in, we'll get back to you as we play off camera and get more rounds under our belt. So stay tuned. And we're back. We're on step 3. So the market is now condensed into 6 cards, all of them current. Also being in step 3, we have the ability to build on each other's cities, as you can see. That started on step 2. And I think that, for the most part, covers everything. I've got 4 power plants here, 1 coal, well, this is 2 coal to power this one for 5, 2 oil to power this one for 5, 3 garbage to power this one for 6, and 3 oil to power this one for 6. And then she's got 3 wind plants over there. 1 powers 4, 1 powers 3, 1 powers 2, and then a coal/oil power plant for 4. So yeah, she's definitely gone the lean green approach, which has helped her out. She didn't have to buy as many resources. She's been able to put down 3 or 4 cities per turn, or 3 or 4 of these houses per turn. So that's really good. All right, so now we're picking up here. You're first on the player track, so you get to choose one for auction.
Okay.
Should you want to.
I will
Okay, for uranium, huh? That's actually not too bad. I mean, uranium's pretty cheap right now at 3. Question is, am I going to want it? You know what? You can have it.
Okay.
And 44. So wind one for 5.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. Did you replace? Okay, so you're getting rid of this 18.
Yeah.
All right. And now I can buy that one for 44 if I really wanted to. I guess the question is.
Can you give me a 1? I'm sorry, real quick.
For what? Oh, to buy this?
Yeah, I'm buying the.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. The question is.
The question is spending 44 now going to be worth it in the long run? Can I end the game this turn, for example? I don't know. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 houses to end the game. And now that we're building onto each other's cities, we have to pay 15 plus the cost of the pipeline. Oh, by the way, one thing I didn't mention earlier, you can build through cities without putting a house on them. Like if someone is blocking you, you can build through them, but you have to pay the pipe cost on all of the locations that you're building through. So if I were to go from Kansas City to Dallas, where I'm already at, but in case I wasn't here and it was still step 1, I could go 8, and then 3 is 11, then build here, or something like that. Anyway, so do I want... Okay, so I'm just, in my head, I'm thinking, how much is it going to be to buy these resources? I would need 4 oil at least, plus 3 garbage. I've got the coal. So if I did, that's 8, that's 18. It's still cheaper than 44. And then the garbage. I mean, I love the wind, don't get me wrong. It's clean energy, but I may not need it. All right, I'm gonna pass on auctioning this round.
Okay.
Okay, and now we move on to buying resource, starting with me. I'm the last on the track because you're ahead on houses. I'm gonna buy.
Are you able to buy uranium just to like mess with me?
No, because I have no way of storing it.
Oh, okay. You can pour it on your town.
Yeah, exactly. I could put it in a nuclear bomb and. All right, so that's 8 for this here.
Okay.
Not done yet though.
No. I'm preparing.
2. And I need 2 more. That's 10. And I need 3 garbage. That's 3, 4, 11. So that's 10, 11. And I've got coal already. You still need it. See, if I don't end the game this turn, I'm still going to need to buy resources next turn. So I may want to. This would cost me 10. See, I need money though to expand as well. You know what? I'm gonna pass on buying any more coal. All right, so I got 2 already. Enough. I have enough to buy or to power this for 1 turn. So all of these can be powered this turn. All right. So now you get to buy whatever you want. You need at least 1 uranium for 3. There you go. That's the first time uranium was bought this game. It's been strictly coal and oil up to a certain point. Then I got the garbage power plant.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it. Okay, yeah, you don't need much, do you? Okay. So now on to the building phase. Last player starts building. This may take a minute. From here to here is 7 plus 15 is 22. So I have to pay 22. So 50, and then that's 28 and change. And then where am I going? From Dallas to Oklahoma City, 3 plus 15 is 18. So So I get 2 and change. And from St. Louis, actually no, can't do that. I guess from St. Louis to Memphis is 7 plus 15 is 22. So I'm going to take my 50, get 28 and change.
What's another house? 19?
Yeah, 19. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do any more, but we'll see. So I'm on Memphis, right?
If you win the game, do I get to build more houses or no?
You can.
Oh, okay.
We finish out the round.
Okay.
And then over here to 6. 6 plus 15 is 21.
Is that 20?
20. And I think I have enough to buy one more, which then I use this one over here. So I think the cheapest would be 22, but let me see if I have enough for that. 5, 10, 15, 12, oh yeah I do, 22, okay. So I have 22, so this last one goes to New Orleans. Okay, so I'm on 21, I can't go any more than that. So now you build what you can.
I don't want to.
You don't want to? Okay.
No. I can't power them anyways.
Oh, you can't. Oh, how much power do you have?
Exactly 17.
Oh, you have enough just to. Okay. Gotcha. All right. All right. So if you're not going to do that, we'll move on to bureaucracy. Starting with the first player, which is you. You trade in resources to get money.
Yep. So that's 17.
17 on the chart is 142 bucks.
42.
Do you have any change or no?
Yeah.
I'll just give you the money. That's fine. I got it. No, that's right here.
I got it all.
I know you. She's been hiding her money under the table. I don't know why.
You're an accountant. You're like a living calculator. I get nervous.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna calculate all of this, the market.
I've got 21 houses. Here's 5,
Nice.
10, 16, 22. So I powered more than I needed to. But
wow, you powered one of my invisible houses in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, I did. So 22, and that's just, it's 150, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And this is the last round, so the money doesn't really matter.
Oh, it doesn't?
Well, no, because at the end of the game, whoever powers the most houses wins.
Oh, okay, so you won. So all this doesn't even matter.
No, but
look at this, I'm rich.
Is that all the money you've been hiding this entire time?
Yes. I want to count it just to see now.
So, all right. So I won with my 21 houses to your 17. What do you think?
How much money do you have first?
Are you really gonna?
I want to count it.
I have 150.
In total, really?
160, 150. I spent all my money building those houses just now. 205,
10, 20.
She's got to outdo me somehow.
40.
That's what this is.
You've been killing me like the last 10 games. This has got to mean something. 30, 40, 45. Okay. 30. Okay. I'm sorry. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. All right.
Let's humor her for a little bit longer.
250. I got 250. I won in my head.
Good job. You won. Yes. We're all winners.
No, you did really well though. Like you got the big cards to build more houses, so that was really good.
What helped me out was I got the big cards and then little cards kept coming up. So like you didn't have a whole lot of ways to upgrade your power plants when it came time to.
Yeah, I figured saving it, like saving my money for the energy would help me in at least preparing. Yeah. So building earlier on and then...
Oh yeah, you did well earlier, like because you didn't have to buy any resources. You had like 3 of those cards that gave you free energy. So you didn't have to buy, you didn't have to worry about the market, the price is fluctuating. I had to worry about oil for a little while because I have 2 power plants that use oil, and it get more and more and more expensive to power them. Yeah. So, yeah, I love this game. I think it's great. One of my all-time favorites. It's a little long to play because you're playing the same 5 phases over and over and over again. And on top of that, the learning curve is a bit steep because you've got step 1, step 2, step 3. You do this in step 2, you do this in step 3 in between rounds. If you are going to invest in Power Grid, expect to spend some time learning the rules. I don't know if I have a digital copy of the notes that I made because I made these notes so long ago. But if you guys are interested, maybe I'll scan them and provide them in PDF format so that you can print them out yourselves, assuming you guys are interested in picking this up. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content we happen to publish. This is Vincent Idleave. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye, guys.